What's up people, welcome back to another video on the channel. We're back on some Forza Horizon 4 with a brand new car. This is the Chevy Camaro Iroc, and today I'm gonna go ahead and modify it and do things to it. We'll see what it's like to drive. So this is what we got here. I actually really like these Camaros. I really do. They're just so like weird and quirky looking. I like them. I always like these. They went from It's definitely that weird phase when, I don't know, America just had very weird versions of their muscle cars. The Fox Body Mustang. This, you know, it doesn't look like a muscle car anymore. Which is obviously what the old Camaro was like. And then, you know, once they revamped the Camaro and they turned it into the you know, the Bumblebee Camaro. I don't know what generation that is, but once they did that, it started to look like a muscle car again, or like a pony car, whatever. But yeah, this is that period when America made very weird looking quote unquote muscle cars. But I like this. I like the shape of it. It looks really sick. I remember I used to always see one of these at one of the local gyms. I always used to see this thing just parked there in silver. It's a cool car. It's a cool car. And in today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and modify it and do stuff to it. So also, first of all, if you want to know how to get it, all you have to do is just get 50% in this winter season. That's it. Just get the 50% and you get it. So just do pretty much whatever I ended up doing here, and you'll end up getting it. I always do these every single time I start with the new update, brand new update. I always do the monthly rivals and I do the online adventures. Those, you just get them out of the way very quickly. And then these are also very easy to do. You just do the PR stunts, the seasonal PR stunts. Those are again very easy to do. And then you can mix and match, do whatever you want. This is also just easy. You just go to a place and take a picture. So it's very easy to get like high percentage on the playlist. I don't really want the 600 LT. If you want to get it, obviously just do more. But yeah, as you can see, for 50%, it's very easy to get stuff done. But yeah, anyway, this is a C-Class car as well, as you can see here. C-Class 512. Let's have a look at the specs of this thing, actually. 245 horsepower, 1,645 kilos. Obviously front engine, rear wheel drive. Big massive 5.7 liter V8 in it, and it's only making 245 horsepower. That's gonna have to change. I was gonna say, is this a 4-speed auto? It is a 4-speed auto. Right. It's kind of struggling now to pick up a bit of speed. Let's modify this thing. All right. Let's do stuff to it. We'll see what we can do to it. I'm gonna try to see how fast we can get this thing to be in a straight line. There's not a lot of handling I can do with this thing. We're in the winter season, so it's not gonna be great for doing all of that, but yeah, so with the standard engine, actually let's have a look here what we can do with it. How much power can we squeeze out with the standard V8? Hello, thank you. Even though this game is installed on an SSD and my computer's running it really well, I feel like the menus are still somewhat sluggish here. So with this, we got 417 horsepower. That is the max amount of horsepower that we can squeeze out of the standard engine that's in it. Obviously, if you supercharge it or whatever, we'll be able to get it to be a little bit higher. But I think we can change it to something else. We could put a Viper engine in it, which I think I'm gonna do because it's just more interesting. Or we could put this LS in it. I think I'm gonna put a Viper engine in it. This is gonna be interesting. Before we even do anything, though, it's already a 761 horsepower, 968 newton meters of torque. Do I change it to all-wheel drive? I kind of want to, just for the sake of having it be more stable. Because I know for a fact if I keep this thing as a rear-wheel drive, especially this season, it's just not going to be fun. So yeah, little touches here and there when it comes to modifications. Okay. This doesn't look too bad. I don't really like. I don't really mind having this sort of hump. Is it a cowl? I think is what it's called. In the bonnet, it's not too bad. Even the wing is not too bad. But I don't really want to ruin the shape of this thing too much, so I'm gonna keep it like that. As for our tires, I'm gonna drive this thing on a highway mostly, so I don't really think I want to keep off-road tires on it. I think I'll just put race tires on it with no font on the wheels. See, I like these cars, especially with more tire than anything. Obviously, if I go to something like this, I could put some proper quote-unquote muscle car wheels on it, and it would look kind of sick. Something like this would look nice, or even these, except make them slightly bigger. But obviously, like I said, there's not really a lot of options that we have in this game for for different types of muscle car wheels. We could put like drag wheels on it, I guess. But I like the way these things look. They look kind of sick. The Mickey Thompson wheels, which is probably how I'm going to do it. I also like them in chrome. Again, not a big fan of making these wheels or wheels for muscle cars like this absolutely massive. So I'll go with 1 inch bigger. We'll go with 16s instead of the 15s. I think this will look kind of crazy once it's lowered as well. And obviously the track width is going to change this car's look dramatically. I'm going to just go ahead with just the first step here because it already brings it out a lot. Again, for all these like older cars, it's kind of nice to have the fenders like stake out a lot more. I could probably end up drifting this thing as well in the end. We'll see if I'm in the mood to do it, because we can have drift suspension. Oh my god, we can definitely have drift suspension. I'll put race suspension on it at the moment, and obviously weight reduction 1,300. Okay. Now with this engine, what was the peak power of it? I can't remember. So obviously we've had it in the Viper, we had it in multiple cars as a swap. Is it like 1,300? Is it 1,300 or something horsepower? Or is it less? 1,128 apparently. So 1128 weighs 1,339 kilos. It's got a very sleek shape, so I think top speed is going to be kind of decent in this thing. We'll see. We'll see. It's definitely going to be a lot faster than before. As for our tune, again, I don't really know what exactly to do to this thing. Gear ratios need to get changed instantly. Top speed was 202. Now it's 266. 266.5. 266.9. I mean, that just keeps going the more... Oh, I think that's it. 267.1. It's not going to move anymore. I'll leave it like that. As for everything else, I'm going to leave the way it is. I'm not going to touch any of that. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm just trying to see what this thing is like, top speed wise. What are the paint options for this thing? When it was stock. I want to have a look at that. Because there's definitely a few of them. Okay. This just reminds me of the Firebird, pretty much. That paint. Black I don't really want. That's kind of cool. I like the white with the black and red pinstripes on it. I think the red's just the nicest looking one, I think. Yeah, the red is the nicest looking bit of trim. If I do this, obviously it'll get rid of the decals as well, so I don't really want to do that. As for our wheels, I'm going to leave those chrome as well. Okay, we'll leave this the way it is at the moment, and let's just go drive it. It's going to be a lot faster than before. Definitely a different engine sound. What's the top speed on the clock there? 140? Do you think we can reach it before that corner? Oh, that's fast. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, this Viper engine sounds so weird in this game. I don't know why they made it sound like this. I couldn't even turn there. I was trying to slow down and turn. This is such a sleeper, man. Had 200 horsepower before. Jesus. Brakes are actually very good on it. Obviously, I did end up changing the brakes to the upgraded ones. And the same with the tires, so... Oh, God! Okay, cool. That's fun. Oh yeah, it's gonna go on the highway, right? Oh, we got an Astra here. Come on, Astra, do you want to race me? Is he turning around? I think he's turning around. Come on, Astra. Come race me. I don't think he wants to. Alright, anyway, let's just go over to the highway. It's actually not even that bad. Handling wise. It does understeer a little bit. I'm also braking and turning at the same time, which is new. It's not bad. What if I were to take it sideways? Oh, this engine is awful, man. It sounds so bad. Like, really low on the revs is fine. Okay, so I can keep this going sideways quite well, quite easily. Doesn't even have a lock diff or anything, so I'm just sort of keeping the sideways very, very easy actually. Alright, let's hit it. Let's see how fast this thing actually is. It was 267, right? .267 on the graph. Let's try to see if we can beat that or get anywhere near it. Because those gears were very, very stretched. Oh god. 264. 263. I'm gonna crash here. I knew it. So we got 264. Yeah, those gears are very stretched. The sound is much better on the interior. Like, in the cockpit. It just sounds so much better than when you're in chase cam. I don't know. I much prefer it like this. Well, it's definitely fast. I mean, there's no doubt about it, obviously. It's 1,000 horsepower. And it doesn't weigh much either. Yeah, it's quite nice to drive. Again, even trying to slide it with the setup that it has now, which is literally just for top speed. Not too bad. Right, I'm going to go ahead and change this. I'm going to try the LS in it as well. So I'm going to put the LS in it. I'm going to make it rear-wheel drive. And then I'll bring it over to the Forza Island expansion. And obviously I'll put drift suspension on it as well. So we'll bring it over to the Forza Island expansion. See what it's like to, you know, throw it sideways a little bit. I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious what I was going to do anyway. But yeah, anyway. I'll be right back. Alright, we're on the Forza Island expansion. Drift suspension, all of that good stuff. It just makes just a tiny bit over 1,000 horsepower. Weight is down as well to 1,200 and something kilos. So it's a little lighter than before, obviously with the LS in it. But yeah, it's definitely tail happy. It definitely wants to go sideways. It is also rear wheel drive as well, which is what I said I was going to do. One thing that my idiotic self just realized as well, once I went back into the festival, is that I forgot to change the tire width. So I was like, this thing understeers a little bit. Yeah, that's because I had the original tire width on them, on the wheels, for the front and the rear. And I managed to somehow still control that car. But yeah, it had original tire width, which is so stupid that I just realized I forgot to change on it once I got back into the festival. This is my first attempt, by the way, going downhill with this thing. Lock the diff. LS, rear wheel drive. Little over 1,000 horsepower going through the rear wheels. I didn't change, I kept the wheels, or the tires, sorry. I kept the tires as race tires. I think if I was serious about it, I'd probably change the drag tires. For people that know about the drifting thing in this game, drag tires is definitely the way to go. Obviously your race tires will have a lot more grip. The drag tires will have that grip in a straight line, but they won't have it around corners. But I think 1,000 horsepower on race tires is very easy to control. You just know exactly the amount of grip that you get. Whereas on drag tires, you need a little bit of practice to actually figure out the way the cars drive with those drag tires on it. It's quite a good car. I don't really know what I expected, to be honest. I mean, front engine rear wheel drive, very easy to control. It's, like I said, it's not bad. The front end pulls in the direction that I'm pointing it in. Like, it's just nice. It's a decent little setup on this thing. Really is. Squeeze out just a little over 420,000. Yeah, just a little over 420,000 points with this thing. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Well, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. this build on the new Camaro Irocs. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, then of course subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Like the video as well. Like I said, if you enjoyed it for the third time, comment down below on any other videos you guys would like to see from me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.